Hello everybody, welcome. It's me, Andy here, and I have a update for you for the DJI Studio software. We're currently on version 1.0.95, also known as 16920, issued today, the 5th of March 2026. I thought we'd have a little look and see what's different, if there is anything different. I have not been able to find an update log. Now when the update comes out, it comes out with a message saying these are fixes. But fixing to what? It's very difficult to know. So I'm going to make this video because we haven't had an update for a little while. It's been working fine. But we are going to have a look at this because there may be some changes. So let's go over to the software and have a look. Here's the software. We can see it's 1.095. This is the about box. What we could do is have a look at a existing video that I made. So this is the Lizzie line starting. It's actually going to take a little while because the proxy's got to be remade. Am I going to go to the beginning or what? There we are. So this is this is the very beginning. So this is the Paddington Station. The video starts and it goes through. You can see I've already edited this video. It's already been edited. It's been issued as a video on YouTube, on my channel. You can see that that's that. So is there any difference? I don't know if there is any. I can't see any. Let's click on a video file, see if there's anything over here. So we have the usual that was there before, the rule of the direction lock applying to all files, all clips. These ones here, it does say, actually this one, direction lock, but it's not a D-warp, which is interesting. Let's have a look at this one. Now what's really annoying is, as I said many times before, that this is when you click on a clip and it doesn't appear in here, because you need to move the cursor over the actual clip. Now again, that's not de-warped. Is there any here that is de-warped, I wonder? Let's have a look. This one? Not de-warped. Why? Now I would have de-warped this. That's interesting. Let's go back to the beginning. Over here, look. So that one's not been de-warped. I find that very suspicious. Let's zoom in a little bit. Remember, that's the control key and the wheel, mouse wheel. Home key will go to the beginning, but it doesn't actually move the timeline, which is annoying. If it did that, it would be perfect. So here's the first keyframe of the whole video, and I can see that that is not de-warped. That is just basically nothing at all. Although, to be fair, these figures are actually de-warped figures. If I click de-warp, oh, it's slightly different from zoom. There's 2%. 2 degrees, so without de-warp, which you can't turn it off, by the way. So once you've turned it on, unless you click on another one of these, and you click away, no, you can't click away either. So once you've done it, you're stuffed. So but that won't be there for long, because the next keyframe in the sequence, the next keyframe here, is this one, or that one there. There's 3 in a row there, which is difficult. But that keyframe there goes back to the normal. Now I can't believe I didn't do de-warp. That's very, very unusual for me. Luckily it's only 2 degrees. It doesn't really appear to make a lot of difference in the actual output. But you'll see that if you go from the start and we play that, yeah, it's going to stutter because there's no proxy file.
No.
It will be. You'll see on the actual inspector panel, the degrees are changing. We're about halfway through between the 2 keyframes. There is no way to do every single keyframe, as far as I know. And when we get to the other keyframe, which we've just gone by, it will be back to no de-warp. Luckily for me, it's not a lot of difference. But if it had been a huge difference, then that would have been very, very annoying, because the actual video itself is now completed. And yeah, if that's a change, I don't know, but I can't remember. But normally I'm very good at making sure that these settings are done when you first come in. So let's ignore that for a moment. It will not probably ask me. No, it didn't ask me to save because it's automatic, which is also annoying, because if you make a change to something, you may not want to have it changed. You may want to cancel it. So I think that they should add a way to exit without saving, or have a prompt to say you want to save it or not. But let's have a look at this one. So obviously I haven't done this one yet. I put the files in, but I haven't actually done anything about it yet, as far as I can tell. So let's put a couple of clips in. Now we could do this automatically, get them all, do them all. Oh yeah, so some of these are not to do with the train travel, but they are to do with the subway. There's a subway, I think it's that one. Look, is that the subway? Oh, see that, this is the toilet one. So this is from there, subway. Yes, that's the subway. As that goes to the end of the clip.
I have the receipt.
Yes. So basically, let's go to the start. See how much we need of this. We don't need all of this. I think it's probably about.
So where do you want to meet?
This will be relevant for the next video. Right, clearly I don't need this.
Right, well, there we go.
Gonna need the next video, that one there. So I don't need that one, so we can remove that. Let's go to the start, home, click on the video. So we need to do a couple of things, which is one de-warp, and if I have my stream deck, just get that going, and we can press the keyframe, make a keyframe there because it doesn't actually make it for you, and then we'll have the direction lock. Okay. Oh, and it removes the keyframe for this particular, because there's 2 different things. One is for free view, the keyframe's there. Then if you select direction lock, the keyframe's not there because you haven't put one in. Which could be the reason why there are no keyframes, no de-warping for the other video. That could be a reason why, because if you change the direction lock for all the clips, there won't be any dewarp settings for that. So that's probably what happened. I probably set dewarp, changed direction lock, and didn't realise. Yeah, so that's a good important point to remember, that if you're doing this, then you need to set that yourself. Let's have pan angle 180, get it to face me, and we can go from here. It's going to be a very short clip because this is to do with Subway. Okay.
Right guys, we got a special one today. We're in Reading Station. Yeah, Reading Station.
I'll zoom in a little bit.
We're not going to Burger King.
Let's just check that we've still got that keyframe at the start. Gosh, you know, it's not going to move the timeline, and there's no keyframe for some reason. I don't know why. Let's put a keyframe in. Wrong button. A button there, right? So, yeah, they're very annoying. Very annoying that if you don't remember some actions, like when you change direction on the pan angle, it will put a keyframe in. But of course, if it's not starting somewhere, it has to have a start position. So it could be a problem later. So make sure that you do a keyframe first. Right, now, let's scroll along.
We're not going to Burger King.
We'll leave this running for a little bit. Also, it would be very nice to have a double speed on this, because at the moment you can do one speed.
Shop. We are going
So even
to Subway.
pressing the keys does not make any difference, so there's no speed except for normal speed. So we need to have a double speed or a triple speed to go through this, because it does take a long time to go through. Now let's have a keyframe, and we'll change the angle. Go into there so we can see what we're doing. Of course, remember to put the keyframe animation, which is very, very annoying because you have to actually do it separately. Click on the actual line after you put the keyframe in, and then click the keyframe animation that you want. So as I've said many times before, you need to put the keyframe in and then be able to put the keyframe animation without doing anything else. But unfortunately, as with this software and the other software, which is CapCut or any of the other like Insta Studio, then it's annoying because they make you do extra work. So here we're now going to come in to change direction and go into Subway. Now we have to wait, obviously, because a bit of a queue. We can have a look round. Give me a zoom round to me. Again, it's click on the line. And edit that so that we get this change. So far, haven't seen anything that's different. Let's have a little look at some of the menus. So the music menu, nothing different there. I don't think they got some different types. I think was the same. I don't know. Can't remember. It's been a long time. And I wouldn't necessarily use any of these because they are going to get picked up as copyright. I'm pretty certain. And you've got no sort of knowledge of where they came from, because they could have come from anywhere. I mean, they could be copyright free, but you would never know. And of course, Filter menu, have they done anything here? Some of these were quite good, I seem to recall. Some of these were really interesting filters, giving you a different look, a look and feel. You're going to give me without clicking on it, it's not going to give me a demo, which is annoying. Anyway, so moving on. Yeah, I think they've probably expanded some of these. Get a movie look, nighttime movie look. Yeah, there's some nice ones there. The camera item, which is all these special effects, which I said in my previous video that they are quite good. I like some of these. They make the job slightly easier. So you ain't got to do any keyframing, so you could do that. Push in a complete orbit, which is quite good. I like that. And then they tilt up and tilt down. I can see myself using some of these. Ultra wide, yeah, you could do that for a bike ride or something like that. Asteroid effect, that's going out. Asteroid effect, yeah. So some of them are quite creative and would save a lot of time. Well, I say that it doesn't really take that long to do anyway. And then the dashboard was for the GPS type equipment that you might have. Let's go back to the clip itself and go and have a look over here. So there's nothing really I can see that's different here. Image. Nothing really that I can see. Audio is just your basic. They should have some more things for that, I reckon. Adjustments. So these are all the various things that you can do, like you know, your contrast, exposure, applying the template thing, what do they call it, watermark. As if you want to advertise that. I mean, I do advertise on my videos, but I do it myself. Speed of the video, so you've still got the basic you know, numbers there. 64 times speed. That's fast. Yeah. And of course the one speed there. And that really is all there is on the menu. There's nothing really here. That's the intelligent tracking thing that we've done before. Keyframes. Is there anything on the actual menu itself that's different? Nothing on there. Preferences, check for updates. Well, we are actually on the latest version. Preferences. I have yet to change this. I must do that. If I change my storage path, then does it change all the files? I doubt it very much. So I'd probably have to copy this over and then find the files and copy those over as well. So I don't know about that yet. I don't really want to use my C drive. But yeah, so it looks like there isn't very much that is different. So there we go, that's a quick update for you. Update 1.095 on DJI Studio software. And so there we go. I'm going to add that video to the online training course as well. So if you're doing that course, you'll be able to look at this video as part of that course. That's it from me. Have a very good day. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.